So this week we are doing Candyland.
Candy.
That type of candy. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
So, beginning of the year, I had this grand plan to have a theme every week.
Yeah.
And it's worked out really well till we got to this one.
Yes.
Where in my infinite wisdom, I picked Candyland and I was like, I don't know what to make.
Can you just put candy?
I don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. So I hemmed and hawed for quite some time, to say the least. And then I thought, well, I'll just do Candyland colours.
Okay, yeah.
So I come up with a plan.
A cunning plan?
A cunning plan.
Okay.
To make a box.
A box?
A box. A candy core box.
Okay. What, like a jewellery box?
Well, just like a little storage box.
To store your candy?
To store candy. Yeah, like that box would be big enough. Behave. What kind of no. That is not a big enough box for candy storage. Anyway, I thought what I was going to do was I wanted lots of different colours in it, and I wanted candy sort of colours. And I've got these, they are Light Wish macaron. I don't know what they're called. They're Light Wish colours, and they are ideal for UV resin. But I thought, well, if they work in UV, they're going to use in, regular resin, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought, well, I don't use them very often.
Oh, look at that.
I had a bit of an accident there. Skip over that. I thought if they work in UV, they're going to work in regular resin.
Yeah.
So I thought, what's the worst that can happen? I end up with a great big mess that doesn't cure.
Or you end up spilling it all over your desk.
Or I end up spilling it all over my desk. Yeah, I was quite distressed by that. So
that was red?
That was red.
Yeah.
Then this is the orange. Now the orange it's a very
more like a skin colour.
It's a very pastel. They're pastel colours.
Yeah.
So I did red, orange, yellow. The yellow is a bit lemon curdy colour.
That's okay. I'm good with that. I like lemon
curd.
The
blue is a very sky blue colour.
Yeah.
And green, it's like a minty green.
It does look very, like
it's a minty green.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have purple, because you can't have anything without purple.
You can?
No, you can't. Don't ever say that again. Anyway, so, and then I mixed in a white as well.
That's the Vista?
It's the Vista white, yeah. Which we bought ages and ages ago, and it's lasted so well.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff. So then what I thought I'd do is I got some of one of my glitters. And
is that the snow?
This is the snow. Yeah, we got this one from Hobbycraft. And it's a real chunky mylar type glitter.
Yeah.
And I thought, I want that to be at the very top edge of the box.
Yeah.
So I put in a whole pot of it and then just spread it around, basically. And then I thought, I'm just going to pour in the rest and see what happens. So that's what I did. I poured my red because I want them to blend into each other, but also stay quite separate.
What?
I want them to blend into each other, but also I want you to be able to see that there's a red and a orange and a yellow.
Okay. Is that why you're putting the white?
So I'm putting the white in between. So it's a bit like an acrylic pour almost, but with resin.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
is what I thought.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So
But that was the that really doesn't look orange, does it?
no, it's a real. I mean, it is a little bit more orange in real life, but it isn't the orangiest of oranges.
It looks like an egg now.
Oh yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Okay. Well, thank you.
That's okay.
It's yeah, okay. Wow.
So it's just a case of putting each colour in there.
Yeah, and then a bit of white.
A bit of white to separate it.
And then a bit of the and then the next colour. Yeah. So it is literally like a pour.
Yeah.
Now, what I did with the minty green is I've got a slightly darker green, and I put half of the light green in, and then I added a couple of drops of the darker green.
Yeah.
Just to give it a little bit of zhuzhing.
Zhuzhing.
I don't know what the word would be.
A bit of contrast.
A bit of I don't know, a bit of a gradient difference.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I did
white.
I did a bit more white. And as you can see, I'm slowly going over to the other corner. Well, I'm pretty much there now. But I did the same with the blue. I put in half of that pot of light blue, and then I add a little bit of the darker blue.
Of the dark blue.
Yeah.
No, it's called deep blue.
It's called deep blue. Yeah, the colours aren't sort of mysteriously named. They are literally red, yellow, orange, light green, dark green, light blue,
that's okay,
deep blue.
Because sometimes you get names of paints and that, and they're like, I have no idea what that colour is.
Yeah, I suppose. But they are exactly what they say on the bottle.
You were going to say tin.
I was going to say tin, but they're not. They're not tins. They are very much bottles. Yeah. So, and then the last colour is obviously the purple.
Yeah, you could have left that out. That would have been fine.
What, with no purple?
Yeah.
Don't be so silly. A crazy person if you think I'm not going to put purple in.
Well, yeah, to be fair. Okay.
So it's that simple.
And then just let it do its thing for a little while.
And then, this is it massively speeded up, doing its thing.
Speeded up.
Sped up.
It was about, I don't know, 700-800% faster.
Yeah. And then I didn't quite make enough. So I thought I need to make a little bit more.
That's for the top, isn't it? Is that the top?
It might be. Who knows?
Well, you do, because you made it.
I know, but I've slept since then.
That's a lot of glitter in there.
No, it's not. So the box itself, I just it just wiggled around and did its own thing.
That comes with 2 lids, doesn't it?
It does. The other lid has got sort of mountains and stuff on. I don't like it.
I do. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I know.
You do.
I know you do, but I don't.
Okay.
So that's that. So onto the lid, and again, what I wanted was the edge to be the glittery effect. So I just pop this all the way around. And as you can see, I've made it quite thick with glitter so that it doesn't
move.
It doesn't spread all over the place.
Yeah.
I can actually put it where I want it to go, and it's not going to be jiggling all over the shop.
Couldn't you have put glue in it? Wouldn't that have done the same?
I could, but I didn't want to.
Okay.
What I wanted was lots of glitter.
I wanted it to sparkle.
I wanted it to be very sparkly.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely sparkly.
It's definitely sparkly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And it's not sort of closing in like it would normally. And then I just added a whole load of clear to the centre to push it out.
Does it push it out, or does it just go over the top of it?
No, it pushes it out. And then I thought, right, so I need some colours, so let's do something different. There was that and the fact that I didn't want to dirty up another load of cups, if I'm honest. Not going to lie, I did not want to dirty another load of cups, and those weren't quite dry enough for me to clean. So I thought, right, let's do it a different way. So I added the drops directly into the resin.
Yeah.
Like alcohol ink, but
they don't tend to.
They don't. They do spread a little bit, but not very much.
No.
Which was actually fortuitous.
Oh.
It was very fortuitous.
And why is this?
I will show you. Because I thought, go on.
I was going to say that those. It's that sitting there like when I did my my bloom that didn't work.
What's sitting there like your bloom that didn't work?
Your dots.
Yes. Well, yes, but mine ends up pretty.
Wow.
So at this point, I thought, right, I need them to blend into each other. So I got the heat gun out, and I just
blasted it.
No, I didn't. There was direction. I sort of blended them in with the heat gun.
Yeah.
To give them a kind of, I don't know,
blended look.
I was going for a marbly kind of look.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of going for.
No, it looks cool.
And there was a bit missing there, so I added some more yellow. I thought I've got rid of too much yellow now, so I added a bit more, and then I just
swirled it around.
Yeah, I just blew it until I was happy with
it's
the
a bit
sort
like
of,
when you do the acrylic paints and use like a hairdryer or something just to blow it around.
Yeah, and I just did it until I was happy with the sort of pattern that I'd got, and at this point I was happy, so I give it a squirt of isopropyl
and left it.
And then left it.
And this is the day after.
This is the following day where I'm ready to demold. It's a really nice mold, actually. It demolds lovely.
Yeah. You do have to be careful of the bottom, though, because it can have some quite sharp edges on that one.
Yeah, but that's what you've got a deburrer tool for, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got to take it out of the mould first.
And then there you go. I was really pleased with it.
Yeah, I think
I was quite happy. I was like, oh, it's very
pretty. It does
pretty.
look good enough to eat.
That was what I was going for. Does it look good enough to eat?
Yes. Yes, it does.
So
no, it does. It looks really good.
So it's candy colours of a sort. And then the lid, I must say, I demolded it a little bit too soon. It was a little bit still bendy. So, but I couldn't wait. But
you could have. But
I couldn't have. So I popped it in just to see what it looked like, and I was quite happy with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then I thought I better just leave it flat for a bit because it's not quite. It's not quite. You
don't want to warp it.
Yeah, it's a bit. I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to bend it. So, and I thought actually it's going to be quite difficult to get the lid off because there's no
stuff,
well it's not going to whatever you put in it, it's going to be quite difficult to get that lid off.
Yeah.
So I forgot to press record.
Yeah.
And I made a little tiny bear with just some of the glitter. So it's a glittery bear.
To be fair, it's not one of our videos if you actually recorded everything.
That's true. Yeah. If I recorded every single part of everything I did, people would be like, what channel am I on anyway?
Yeah.
Don't know where I am.
No.
So, yeah, he's just a cute little bear with a load of glitter in.
With a glitter. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, I'll stick him to the top, which is now, luckily, now it's nice and solid because it's another day. And I just thought, I'll stick him in the centre with a bit of UV.
Yeah.
And that's him all done.
All done and stuck.
So a really quick one today. If you're still with us, thank you so much.
Yeah, and well done you
for
actually staying on your chair.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was quite the accomplishment, I have to say. Very funny.
I know.
So what we'll do is we'll pop some glamour shots at the end.
Yeah.
And if you liked our video, feel free to like and subscribe and all that shizzle.
And all the shizzle.
And hopefully we will
In the next one.
see you in the next one.
Let us know. Would you eat that?
What do you think of the box? Let us know in the comments.
I think it's cool.
Well, thank you very much.
It looks just like a sweet.
Like a giant sweet.
It does, yeah. The bottom bit does. So they just the sweetie vibe. Yeah. So I think Candyland. I think you, I think
Accomplished.
you nailed it. Yeah. Well done. Well done, you.
We will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye for now.